Hi guys, it's Candace from Addie Lou's Boutique. I am making a video today so you guys can see how I made my very own JoJo style bows at home. I have two girls in elementary school and these bows are super popular right now. They're also pretty pricey. So I wanted to share with you guys how I was able to recreate the bow. As you can see, it looks very similar to the actual JoJo bows. And I do this using a freehanded figure 8 technique for a twisted boutique bow. If you're familiar with bow making, you'll know that these style bows are very popular. And that's basically what a JoJo bow is. It's just a large, kind of sloppy, twisted boutique bow. So I will show you how I went ahead and recreated this bow, and I hope you guys enjoy. So to make this bow, you're going to need a glue gun, 36 inches of 3-inch grosgrain ribbon, a lighter to heat seal your ends, scissors, fabric scissors preferred, sturdy thread like button thread, a needle. I went ahead and used a crewel needle for this bow, and a clip. You can use a French barrette or an alligator clip. And then for the center, you're going to need either 3/8 or 5/8 grosgrain ribbon. So we're going to start by prepping our needle and thread. Just pull out enough thread, probably like 25, 26 inches would be good, and string it through the needle. And then you're going to pull it through until that both ends meet. And then we can just set this aside. It's just easier if it's already done, so you don't have to do it while you're actually making the bow. And the next step we're going to do is take our 3-inch grosgrain ribbon and we're going to seal the ends. You do this by using our lighter. You're going to run the lighter lightly over the edges, and this just ensures that your ribbon is not going to fray. Okay, now we're going to take our 3-inch grosgrain ribbon and we are going to fold it in half. At the halfway point, go ahead and push down firmly so that when you open your ribbon, you are going to have a crease. This crease is going to be the center of your bow. We're going to take the right side and we're going to bring it over to form a loop, and the end is going to slightly overlap that crease. At the top of the loop is going to be a cone, and we are going to do the same thing to the left side, except we're going to twist it under to meet that crease and slightly overlap the right side. Once you do that, you'll see that you have formed a figure 8 with the ribbon, and there will be little cones at each end. Now we are going to take the right side of the figure 8, and at the top of that cone, go ahead and grab the middle and pull that down to align with the crease. So it should line up perfectly with that crease that you made, and it should be parallel to the crease. And it'll form little dog ears or bunny ears on the right side. So we're going to do the same thing with the left side. We're going to grab that top piece, the top of the cone in the middle, and bring it down to overlap that right side that you brought down. It should overlap it perfectly, so you should not be able to see the right side anymore because the left side will be directly on top of it. And you'll get those same little bunny ears on the left side. Once it is overlapping perfectly so you cannot see the right side anymore, you can go ahead and pick up the bow, and you're going to have to keep a firm grip on it because it does slide around a little bit. And you want to make sure the ribbon is still stacked on top of each other, still aligned, and flip it over. Turn your bow horizontally and you will see that your bow the ribbon has formed an X. This is the center of your bow. And now we are going to form a crease. The crease is going to be in the center of your bow, and since the ribbon is so wide, we're going to have to use a 4 crease center. So what I do is I fold under first. I do 1 fold, 2, 3, and 4. And I end the last crease folded under as well to match the top. Now at this point you can tie it off without sewing it, but I feel that the bow is more secure when there is stitching through it. So I take that needle and thread that I prepared and I push it through the crease. So you're going to push that needle all the way through. Pull the thread and then wrap the thread around a few times so it's secured. And once you do that, go ahead and snip off the end so the needle is off of it and tie it off. I usually do about 2 knots. Now, your bow is done and you can go ahead and shape your bow any way that you want. I just pull on the loops, kind of make the bow look the way that I want it to. I don't think it should be too perky. Perky is not really the look you're going for with the JoJo style bows, but I just kind of mess around with it and tug at the loops just so I can get it looking exactly how I want it to look. And once you're done shaping it, you can go ahead and start on attaching a clip to it. So I went with a French barrette for this bow. You can also use an alligator clip. If you do use an alligator clip, I would recommend an alligator clip with teeth on it, just because it stays in the hair a little better. So I have a pre-lined French barrette, and I just went ahead and added some glue to the top. And you're gonna wanna glue that to the underside of the bow at the crease. Make sure that the clip is touching the crease and it's, pretty secure. So while that's drying, I went ahead and cut a piece of the 3/8 ribbon. The piece I cut was about 6-7 inches, and I just tied a simple knot. Once the knot looks the way that you want it to look, that is going to be used as the center of the front of your bow. I just kind of tug at the knot just to make it look the way I want it to look. Now, once you are done messing with your knot, you can grab your bow, put a dab of glue in the center, and that is where the back of your knot that you made is going to go. And this is just going to ensure that your centerpiece, the knot is not going to slip around or move. Now you're going to take those ends of your center ribbon, the 3/8, and you are going to dab a piece of glue on the back side of the French barrette. Snip that end off, and I use my lighter to heat seal that end. And you're going to do the same with your other end. You're going to add a dab of glue. Snip the end off. And I heat sealed that as well. Don't forget to add that little arched piece back to your French barrette. And your JoJo style bow is now done. Also, just a side note for you, if you don't get this on the first try, please don't give up. It does take a little practice getting the method down. And if you have any questions, specific questions that you'd like to ask me, go ahead and leave some comments for me and I'll try and help you out as best as I can.